So in the middle of your entire spread, you got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And this is you. Pentacles is you, Taurus. It's in reverse. This is all about poor financial management. There's poor financial management here, and a feeling of scarcity, deficiency, instability, insecurity. Oh, baby. Did I just say in the beginning you will be feeling secure? But right here, you're not feeling very secure. Yeah. You got to have patience. Like I said, abundance, gratitude, security, and patience. You got to have patience. When you're planting the seeds to your harvest, it's not going to happen overnight. So I feel like you're, Taurus, you have this feeling of scarcity, never having enough. It speaks about missed or unrealized opportunities. Missed or unrealized opportunities, financial delays, excessive expenditure, lack of planning, and greed. Greed, being greedy. Ooh, baby. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune backing this up. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about karma and good luck and soulmates. If you look in the middle of the wheel, you'll see the sun and the moon. The sun is him, the moon is her. I'm telling you, there's a soulmate here. And I feel like it's a water sign. Like I said, a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. Yeah, but there's a soulmate here that wants to help you financially and with your dreams, your goals, your desires. Yes. Yeah, because the Wheel of Fortune, again, it speaks about karma, soulmates, good luck, destiny, a turning point. Yeah, I feel like there's a turning point here. The wheels are always turning. It's about a state of change. Life is getting better. Life is getting better, back to normal. Cherish the bliss. Make the most of it, because in a flash, it could be gone. In a flash, it could be gone. You gotta live your life. You gotta enjoy your life. You gotta have some fun. You got to loosen up, Taurus. Enjoy life. Have some fun. Because in a flash, it could be gone. You get what you give. What you send out will return. Baby, we talked about that in the beginning. Karma. Yeah. What you give out is what you will get in return. Yeah. You do dirt, you get dirt. DMX taught us that, class. You do dirt, you get dirt. You do good, you get good. You know what it is. But yeah, it speaks about meditation. I talked about meditation, having faith. We talked about religion. Yeah. Keep your heart open. Keep your heart open, Taurus. Don't resist help. Don't resist assistance. Like I said, it's okay to reach out for help and assistance, you know, to get the tools you need to manage whatever it is that you need to manage in your life. Yeah. And it speaks about sudden opportunities. And here you are thinking you have no opportunities. You have no opportunities to manifest. Baby, you got all the opportunities to manifest with this Wheel of Fortune. And look, and then you got your prayers coming true. Then you got your prayers coming true, your wishes coming true, the family that you want. Yeah, the job that you want, the husband you want, the kids you want, the dog you want. Baby, everything is coming to fruition. Yes. I want to go a little deeper though with let's go a little deeper with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, let's see, Taurus. If you have not recently focused on or examined your finances, now might be the moment. It's possible that you made some poor financial decisions as a result of poor planning. You may be experiencing a time of scarcity. In order to get by, you'll need to develop the skill of penny pinching. You got to pinch some pennies, Taurus. Instead of buying them Balenciagas, you're going to have to head on over to Marshall's and get them Jessica Simpsons. They be cute too. But yeah, in order to get by, you'll need to develop the skill of penny pinching. At worst, this can be a sign of a financial emergency. one for which you might not be prepared. The Ace of Pentacles reverse represents money leaving in a financial situation. It can indicate financial losses, increased mortgage payments, delayed or denied loans, and subpar investment results. Yeah, I felt like that's why the temper tantrum was happening over here. Yeah, you didn't get the results that you wanted when it came to some type of financial situation. Where was I? Subpar investment results. Thus, it is not always a good card to draw. It may also be a sign that your financial planning has not been given enough care, and you may end up paying the price for not saving anything for a rainy day. On the plus side, if you have been saving and being frugal in order to buy a large item like a house or automobile, this card may just be a hint that it is time to relax your financial restraints and consider making that purchase. So I guess it depends. If you've been saving, maybe you can spend a little. If not, it's time for you to give your finances some care. Yeah. And then you got the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, backing up this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, where there's a turning point going. I feel like there's a turning point going on with your money. Something's changing with your money for the better. I feel like it's definitely changing for the better, and I feel like there's a soulmate. There's someone that's going to help you, assist you with that turning point, that's going to change your life around. Yeah, because it says life is getting better, back to normal with the Wheel of Fortune. There's definitely a soulmate here. Yes, indeed. And then we got Cups again. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah. And like I said, that is beautiful compatibility. Water and earth is beautiful together. Yeah. And then we got the Ten of Cups here. The Ten of Cups is all about your wishes coming true, your prayers being answered. It speaks a lot about marriage, long-term partnerships. Yeah, marriage, long-term partnerships, stability, security, harmony, abundance, domestic happiness, happy home, happily ever after, compassion, kids, joy, playfulness, best mates, karma, good luck, prosperity. There's some beautiful shit happening here. And I feel like once you find your soulmate, once you find your person, life is going to be beautiful. Yeah. And indeed. Yes, indeed. I kind of want to go a little deeper financially with the Wheel of Fortune too, because I feel like financially here, something didn't work out. Again, I feel like something didn't work out with your manifestation. Yeah, good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, a turning point, soulmates, decisive moments, cycles of life, upheaval, and chance. Let's see what it be financially. Financially, pulling out the Wheel of Fortune upright is not the best indication. Is not the best indication, especially if you spend a lot and have a hard time saving money. I just said, I guess it depends on what side of the fence you are. You know, if you're a spender or a saver. You know, if you're a saver, you should be in good condition. If you're a spender, things might be a little tricky here. Yeah, if you have been consistently comfortable money-wise, the Wheel of Fortune card is a signal that things may change for you from here on. Unexpected expenses may come your way. Hence, make sure you put something by for a time when you may need it. Cut your useless expenses and make investments that you would be proud of going forward. So if you're a spender and you're spending too much here, you want to cut the useless expenses and make investments that you would be proud of going forward. And I'm going to recommend financial advisors, people that can give you tools on managing your money and how to manage your money. Yeah. On the other hand, if you are experiencing any kind of financial difficulties, the upright Wheel of Fortune tarot card is an indicator that things are going to improve for you in terms of finance. Yeah. If you are experiencing any kind of financial difficulties, on the other hand, the upright Wheel of Fortune tarot card is an indicator that things are going to improve for you in terms of finance. You will be lucky to make the right investment decisions alongside having opportunities to earn from multiple resources. I'm hearing multiple streams of income. Look at you now, Taurus. Look at you now. You getting paper. Okay? Yeah. And I feel like you got a business partner. You got a business partner or a soulmate. Yeah, a business partner or a soulmate here. That is beautiful. Yeah, it is truly beautiful. All right, let's end over here because it's time to move on. It's time to get on the good foot. Like James Brown said, it's time to get on the good foot. It's time to move on. Stop wanting payback. Stop wanting your lick back. Let karma handle these people. Yes. Let's get into it. So, ending your reading, Taurus, we got some mental things going on here. Yeah, like I said, swords are the air signs. Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. It's all about your mental health, your mental well-being, how you're communicating, how you're thinking. And with this Eight of Swords here, I feel like you're just feeling trapped, feeling mentally trapped. Someone even may be in prison, maybe in the hospital. Yeah, somebody's feeling trapped. Taurus, I don't know if it's you, because like I said, this is swords. This could be an air sign. I don't know if you have any air signs in your life. A Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra. They could feel trapped with you. It may be time to move on from this situation. No, in fact, it is time to move on from this situation. No more feeling trapped. No more feeling out in the cold. No more feeling lonely. Yeah, and then we got a woman of the cloth here. Yes, a priest, a pastor, a teacher, a counselor. She do not play. She goes by the book. She is going to read you. Look, she has the cross around her neck. She rebukes the bullshit. She rebukes the bullshit. She is not playing. She goes by the books. She's not playing, okay? Like I said, this could be your pastor, your teacher, your therapist, your life coach. Like I said, she goes by the book. She rebukes the bullshit. She's going to give it to you straight. She's going to give it to you right. Okay? Let's get into the High Priestess. Where are we at here? So, the High Priestess speaks a lot about mystery. Mystery, sensuality. Ooh, desirability. Ooh, that means you're desirable, sensual, unattainability. Like, nobody can fuck with this lady. Nobody could get close to this lady. If you thought you was gonna take her on a date, hell no. Taurus, if they thought they was gonna take you on a date, if they thought they could get between your legs and your pants, whatever, it's a hell no. It's a hell no. Because there's a certain mystery going on here. You like to be a mystery. There's somebody here that likes to be a mystery. Like I said, we got two swords here, two air signs. Yeah. They like to be a mystery. They like to feel desired. Yeah. Yeah, and if you thought it was gonna be easy, it's not gonna be easy to get next to this person, to get in this person's pants, whatever the case may be. It's not gonna be easy. No. The high priestess speaks about fertility. So I get fertility in two ways. Ovulation, getting pregnant. And then I get fertility with your dreams, your goals, your desires, giving birth to your dreams, your goals, and your desires. So there's two types of fertility going on here. There's some ovulation going on here, conceiving, giving birth to a baby, or giving birth to your goals, your dreams, and your desires. It speaks about creativity, your subconscious, having a thirst for knowledge. Like you're thirsty for knowledge. You want to learn. You want to know. Higher power. I just said this is someone of the cloth. Yeah, higher power. It speaks a lot about intuition, your inner voice, and being a divine feminine. Following your intuition and listening to your inner voice. And then you got this Eight of Swords backing this up. Where you're feeling mentally trapped. I'm definitely getting counseling here. I'm definitely getting therapy here, life coaching here, because there's a mental blockage going on here, Taurus, and I feel like somebody's feeling mentally trapped. Yeah, somebody has their fucking Ray Charles glasses on. They're acting blind to the bullshit. It's time to take off the Ray Charles glasses. It's time to get out of the denial. Yeah. It's time to accept shit for what it is. Now, like I said, this lady's gonna tell you the truth. She's gonna give it to you straight. She goes by the book. She's rebuking the bullshit. So if you think you can bullshit her, you got another thought coming. I don't know why I'm getting Ray Charles now. When he was in that mental facility, I don't know if it was a mental facility or some type of rehab, because he was on drugs and he was trying to get clean. And the doctor, he just told him flat out, nobody bullshits me, because he was trying to tell him that, he was clean, he could do it on his own. And the doctor said, no, I'm not just going to give you a pass. Nobody bullshits me. You're going to go through the program. We're going to do it by the book. Yeah, baby. So Taurus, I don't know. I'm feeling like there's somebody here, some type of female energy that you cannot bullshit. You're gonna have to do it by the book. Yeah. I also get prison. Somebody's in prison. Maybe even in the army, the Navy. Yeah, and they're just mentally trapped. They're feeling trapped. I told you I got dead presidents with this. When Lorenz Tate, he went off to the army, he fucked around and got PTSD, came back with PTSD. Yeah, there's something going on here mentally. And in order to heal, you're going to have to do it by the book. You can't take shortcuts. The High Priestess speaks about your intuition, sacred knowledge, hidden mystery. Yeah, a hidden mystery, a teacher of sacred knowledge. Yeah. The world is not as it seems. Information is hidden. Baby. The answers, though, are coming. Especially with this High Priestess here, the answers are coming. Yeah. Be still. Be still. Tune in and connect with your intuition for answers. Meditation. There we go with that meditation again. The thing here is you want to be feeling rather than thinking. How do you feel? Get out of your head, Taurus. How do you feel? Collaborate rather than compete. Baby, I said that in the beginning. We got to collaborate with each other. We have to learn from one another. We can't compete with one another. Yeah. Then with the Eight of Swords, Yeah, feeling in prison, negative thoughts, playing the victim, playing the blame game. Yeah, it's time to get out of denial. It's time to grow up. It's time to mature, get out of that denial. Um, it says let go of limiting beliefs, establish an empowering mindset. Yeah, establish an empowering mindset. Whatever you put your mind to, Taurus, you can do it. Yeah. Um, Trust yourself. It says trust yourself. Yeah. And move on. Move on from the bullshit. Whatever has you trapped, whatever has you trapped, or whoever has you trapped and feeling out in the cold and lonely, and then you want to sit there and act blind to it, blind to the fact, it's time to move on. Yeah. Look, the Six of Swords is moving on in the boat on the way. Look, she got her child. This could be a relationship. Look, she got her child. She's in the boat and she's moving on. So the Six of Swords speaks a lot about moving on. Distance. I feel like you could be moving to a different state, a different town, Taurus. Yeah, there's definitely some moving going on, some distance. It speaks a lot about accepting the lessons. Departure. Yeah, departures. You could be going on a trip. Yeah, you could be going on a trip as well. It speaks about leaving it all behind. You're leaving all the bullshit behind. Yeah, running away, leaving all the bullshit behind. This makes you sad though, Taurus. I feel like this makes you sad. But even though it makes you sad that you have to leave this situation alone, you got to leave this situation behind, remember, leaving is the ideal option. I feel I'm just picking up on a lot of adversity here. I'm sensing adversity, fighting, arguing, disagreeing. Yeah. The Six of Swords says, remember, leaving is the ideal option. Maybe you're leaving a relationship, Taurus, where you felt mentally trapped, where you felt imprisoned, where you felt maybe even held hostage. Look, the swords are all around her. She feels like a prisoner. Her hands are behind her back. Yeah. But with this Six of Swords, you're moving on from this situation. You're leaving this situation in the past, even though it makes you sad. Know that trouble and pain don't last always. Make plans using logic and clarity. Use common sense. Think logically for success. You got to use your common sense, Taurus. You got to think logically for success. Don't be afraid to start all over. I feel like you're starting all over. Yeah. And, sometimes we got to do that in life. Sometimes we got to start over, especially when situations have us trapped and stuck. Yeah, and feeling out in the cold. You can only turn a blind eye to it for so long. You can only wear your Ray Charles glasses for so long. Yeah. Yeah, definitely tap in, Taurus, and get what you need so that you can move forward. Yeah, because some of y'all, I feel like, baby, y'all got some soulmate energy out here. Yeah, look, you got some soulmate energy out here that wants to see you win. Yeah, that wants to see you win. So if you're in some type of situation or with someone where you're not winning and you're feeling like a prisoner, yeah, you gotta move on. You gotta move on. Yes. All right, Taurus, I'm gonna leave it there. We started out with the damn Magician and the Strength card. You gotta have strength. You gotta have confidence. You gotta be bold. You gotta be brave. You gotta advocate for yourself and move accordingly. Yes, the Magician is here to tell you you have all the resources that you need. You have every resource that you need to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest in your life. Yes, indeed. So, no more temper tantrums. No more temper tantrums, Taurus. No more doing shit for clout. No more embarrassing yourself. No more. No more. It's time to move on. It's time to move on and get this good shit that's going on. This blissful, happy life with your soulmate. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Taurus, I love y'all dearly, and I will talk to you next time. Virgo, I'm going to get in and do one more bonus reading while we're in your season. So stay tuned if you're watching. Thank you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.